Why, hello everyone. Welcome to Redneck Ways. How y'all doing today? Hope everybody's fine and dandy. Not doing too awful bad here in old Kentucky. It is about 71 degrees today here in Kentucky, guys. Beautiful outside. I really should be outside enjoying it a little bit more. But I thought we'd work on this old radio a little bit more today. We're going to go through and we're going to check the transformer and just kind of get acquainted with it and see, what she's going to need, what she don't need, what's broke, what the other person's done before we've seen it, and all that stuff. So grab you something to sip on there and kick off them shoes and kick back and relax, and let's tear into this thing. We checked the tubes yesterday. All the filaments seem to be all right, so that's a plus. That's so happy about that. And that's about as far as we got on it. So we'll have to, like I said, we'll go through it and see if we can check it out and see what, what's going on. I've got to come up with a battery supply for it still. I found out, I found a schematic, which I'll post here, and I'll put up for you guys to take a little gander at. And it looks like on the B voltage, we're going to have 45 volts and 90 volts. So we're going to have to make two separate power supplies for that. But one good thing, we don't got to worry about the C minus on this one because we don't need it. And so, I mean, the power supply should be pretty easy to set up and see if she's going to work. So with all that said, guys, let's get over here and tear into her and see what she's all about. All right, guys. Like I said, I've been looking there on the schematic and checking out our voltages. And over here is the antenna ground. Here's our A minus, our A plus, and here's our B minus. Here's our B plus for DET, for detector, and then B plus for the amplifier. So the amplifier gets the 90 and 45 volts for the detector. And I'm not for sure. I've looked at a few schematics online, and they really don't say what the A minus is. They usually average about 6 volts, but I have this funny feeling this one's not that high, probably about 4 volts. So if any of you cats out there know what I should run through this before we try to power it up, put it down in the comments, because I don't know how that's going to work, because I like to power it up today. But anyway, we have to put this coil back together. I don't know, we checked it last video, and that was it wasn't open. The coil was good, so we'll put that back where it goes. Kind of wondering, let me see, guys, that one's hooked to that bottom. Okay, so yeah, that hook's there. I guess we'll figure it out, whoever worked on this before, what's going on with it. So I don't know. So let me get y'all back on the stand, and we'll take this out. Alright, guys, let's take this out of the case, which is pretty easy. It just lifts out. So let's lift this thing up out of the grooves, and we'll get rid of that cabinet. And when I was doing a little bit of research on this radio, I noticed that the paper, this used to have a piece of paper on the back, and it said masterpiece and everything. I'll put a little picture there for you guys to see, and that is missing. I was wondering why this, where they stained it while there was an outline, and that's what it was a whole piece of paper that went here, a label went across here. So I don't know if I'll be able to make another one of those somehow or not. I wish it was still there, but it's not, unfortunately. So let's get this out of the way. Get the cabinet out of the way. Here's our radio back. Alright. So here's what we're looking at, guys. Now, we'll just go ahead. I want to go ahead and check that fuse. We'll check that fuse while we're here. We're just going to give it a good checkup. Let's get our multimeter going. This should just pull out. Here's what the old fuse looks like. We'll see if it's any good. That's the best place to start, is at the beginning, I guess. That ain't good. We got a bad fuse right off the rip here. I got that on. So yeah, we have a bad fuse, guys. And it looks like it has a 0.00025 capacitor underneath this. So, yeah, that's not good, is it? We start right at the beginning and the fuse is dead. See if we can see inside there. See if we can see where it's blown at. Why is that beeping? Oh, they're touching. Looks like it's blown right there, don't it? Huh. Not good. Not good at all. Hopefully this fuse saved the rest of it, because the tubes are, the filaments are still good. Let's just clamp this to us. Make sure we get in good contact. Yep. Oh, dropped it. And to make sure my cheap multimeter is working. Yeah, it's working. So we're going to have to use my other fuse. Let me get my other fuse from my other radio. Alright guys, I don't have the other radio I have doesn't take this type of fuse. So we're going to have to, I've got one like this somewhere around here. So we'll have to figure that out here later. So let's go on. That kind of stinks. It really does. Let's try it one more time. Make sure. Yep, she's blown. She's blown. Alright. Well, there's two things wrong with it. The coil's been taken apart here. Now we got a bad fuse. This ain't good, is it, guys? Let's flip her over. Things will keep reaching. Now it has a pretty cool looking transformer, but that's got me worried and concerned. My other radio has two of these, but this is two built in one. So can you guys see what I'm seeing? Let me zoom in a little bit here, because I see something right off the rip here. Okay, I don't think this came factory with this capacitor here, this disc capacitor. Somebody has scagged that in, and it looks like it's coming off the antenna. Somebody put a capacitor coming off the antenna, which, I mean, that's pretty, nowadays that's what we do. We usually put a capacitor off our antenna, so coming into the radio. So that's probably let's see what if we can see what that is. And I don't think it has any readings on it. Let me get my, let's look into it here. Well, yeah, it's got some readings, but very small. It's an older capacitor. I'll probably have to take it out to probably find out what it is. Let me see. Just can't get a clear shot on it, guys. Let me pause it for a minute. It's got some numbers on it, but I cannot read it. So I don't have no idea. It looks like they put a little resistor on it too. And it is I can't make it out. That may be like a what's that? A RC or a coil. That could be an RFC coil. Kind of looks like one, which that's pretty modern too. Well, I think it's an old hack, but that's probably what that is. An RFC coil that they added. I don't think that came factory. And it kind of looks like they put a new yellow wire in here. I don't even know if this coil here came factory. This looks like this was... I don't know. I'd have to look at the schematic here in a minute to see if that coil is even right. So, there's already two things that someone has done to it. It looks like they've been over in here soldering. They soldered here a little bit. You could tell they've soldered here. They've been all through this radio, guys, which kind of scares me. They came over here and they soldered on this little transformer for the speakers, for the horn. They put another capacitor in here. Let's see if we can read this one. It's not even been soldered in. They just took it and wrapped it around here. So let me see if I can get this off. They soldered it here. They didn't solder it on the opposite side. So let's see if we can get a reading off this. Don't look like it. No. It's like if it ever had numbers or anything, they'd been worn off a long time ago. So, we have, what, 1, 2, 3, 4 things that somebody's already came in here and boogered up. And, looks like, see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 places they have unsoldered and resoldered. I'm getting worried about this. No, 10. Here's another one. They took this capacitor, which they just took that out of line to check. That's what they've done. These capacitors, this freshman capacitor here, it is a 0.006 coming in. And then you have this one here is a 0.002 capacitor. Really neat capacitors they made back in the 20s. Give you all a close-up look on that. Aren't those neat looking? But here's what I'm talking about. See how they resoldered here. Kind of looks like they've been over in here messing around. Down here they've been messing around. Looks like they resoldered here. Up here they've resoldered. They resoldered here. Let's move on over here. Right here. Right in here. See? And down here. And here. So it's making me really wonder what was wrong with this radio. And with that fuse being blown, I don't believe they fixed it. This right here is where the horn comes in. You can hook your horn up here, and here's your earphones that hook in. So this is at the point that I have been wanting to do. I'm a little worried. We're going to check this transformers. There's two in one, like I said. There's some connections on both sides. And they're like my other radio. They just use these little thumb nuts to hook everything up. Really neat. And this little thumb nut wasn't even tight, guys. So that wasn't even. Let's check the other ones. I hope this ain't going to just be a shelf queen. Hope we get some sound through it one day. Alright, guys. Here we go. Let's go ahead and check this transformer. We'll go check one side here. Not good, guys. Oh, whew. Alright, that side's good. Oh, come on. That side of the transformer's good. But I don't think the other one is, guys. That one's good. And this. So we got one side of the transformer out. I was afraid of that. I'll get the multimeter down for you so you can see too. You see that? Yeah. Okay, here's this one side. It's good. Now let's go to the other side. Nothing. Open line. Not good at all. But we may be able to fix it. Who knows? I was hoping if that fuse been blown, maybe that's where it stopped at, the damage, but wait a minute. Was I not getting good reading? Hey, do you believe in miracles? I do. Check this out. I just was on it wrong. There we go. Let's check this other side. There we go. There we go. Okay. All right. Our transformer is good, guys. I don't know what the first reading was all about. I don't know. It could go down 2 millionths. Huh. Alright, we got a good transformer. Now, let's try this transformer over here. The, for the speaker or the horn. That's going to be another problem. Let's see. Here's one. So we'll hook it here. Okay. And it's good, guys. It's good too. So, maybe with that maybe with that fuse getting blown, that stopped the havoc and the damage. And you can really see how that thing's blown. Kind of looks like someone tried to get in there. Well, I know they can't get inside that, but see that big old glob of crap? So, guys, this will be kind of a short video. I just wanted to let's go through this stuff and test the transformers, get those checked, and look at what they've done. So I'm going to have to, since there's so much going on here as far as soldering and everything that someone else has done in the past, which looks like it's been a long time ago, the looks of these old capacitors and RFC coils and stuff. It's been a while, but still yet it's been worked on by someone. It's not factory fresh. So I'm going to take a look at the schematic, and you guys can too, and just going to kind of go over the radio and look at everything and absorb this radio in and get really familiar with it. And because I have a feeling we're going to have a lot of troubleshooting. But one good thing, our transformer is good on both for the speaker or the horn and the rest of the detection and the filaments and all that. That's all good. So that is a big relief. So, and I'm just glad this one wasn't built into a catacomb. We can actually work on it. Like if that transformer was bad, we could have got into it. Maybe got lucky and found a wire broke off on the top of the coil or something. So, alrighty guys, I've got a lot to do. I got to get us a power supply going. We'll probably have to go to the Dollar Tree and buy a bunch of 9-volts. And I've still got to do that before we go on. And like I said, I wanted to go over the schematic myself off camera and get you know, get everything fresh in my head and familiarize myself with it. So I hope everybody's having a great Saturday. It's a beautiful Saturday here in Kentucky, like I said, and I'll probably go get out and enjoy it. I'll probably pull that little bicycle out, work on that I'll get out here in a minute, that chainsaw motor. Anybody that watched those videos and wonder what's going on with the little bike with the chainsaw engine, the carburetor, something going wonky with it. It'll run for like 2 minutes and it'll just die. And it's getting plenty of gas, getting plenty of fire. So I had a brand new carburetor for a Poland chainsaw in my stockpile, and I think it'll interchange. So that's what I'm going to be getting into after a while, seeing if I could put that carburetor over on that and try get it where it'll start easy, because I broke the drill that I was actually using to crank it over. I broke it because it's so hard to start. You just got to keep so I guess something inside that drill broke because when the engine actually hits and starts itself, you've got to take it and you got to get that drill off as fast as you can. I think what happened, the backlash did something to the drill. So I had to replace my dad's drill, so I got him a new drill and everything put back in line. And so that's what I'm doing. That's probably what I'll do. I'll just go out and be in the yard, work tinkering with it for a while, guys. And later on this evening, I'll come in and familiarize myself with the schematic. So, all right, guys, that's enough of me mumble jumbling here. Until next time, I will see you right here at Redneck Ways. And also, guys, if you don't care, if you all have the knowledge up there in your noggin and you know how many volts the A voltage needs on this, jot her down in the comments, because I'd like to know, because I don't think, I think it's less than 6 volts for some reason on this. I may be wrong, but I would like to 100% know before I start putting juice to it. So, all right, guys, till next time, I'll see you here. Bye, guys.